I didn't mean to overhear them. I was only looking for my jacket, left hanging in the guest room after Sunday dinner. But the door was slightly open, and my sister's giggle, sharp, sugary, unmistakable, cut through the hallway like a blade. Then I heard his voice, my boyfriend, and the sound of a kiss that didn't belong to me. For a moment, I didn't breathe. Not because I was shocked, but because something inside me went perfectly, dangerously still, like a lake before a storm. Her wedding was 7 days away. Mine was never going to happen now. I pushed the door open just enough to see them. Her clinging to him like she deserved him melting into her like I didn't exist. My spoiled sister, the family darling, always adored, always forgiven. Not this time. I stepped back, walked away, and let the truth settle into my bones. Betrayal hits differently when it comes from blood. It isn't a stab, it's a slow poison sinking into every memory you once protected. I didn't cry, I didn't scream, I just started planning. Flashback. I remember when she first introduced me to her fiancé, Daniel. He was polite in a quiet, almost clinical way, steady, observant, the type of man who watched more than he spoke. My sister, meanwhile, whirled around him like a glittering storm, demanding, dramatic, convinced the world owed her devotion. Back then, I thought he loved her. Now I realize he simply tolerated her. Funny how tolerance can turn into something else entirely when the right truth is whispered in the right ear. The patterns. After that day, I didn't need to investigate. They were sloppy, still stealing glances, brushing hands, vanishing whenever they thought no one would notice. They thought I'd break, fold, disappear quietly, like a footnote in their pre-wedding chaos. But I had already switched masks. I went from sister to strategist, from girlfriend to ghost. I gathered evidence, not messy screenshots or dramatic confrontations, just small, precise pieces. The times they left together, the messages she forgot to delete on our shared tablet, the smudged lipstick that didn't match hers when he came home late. I wasn't going to destroy her wedding, no. I was going to let her fiancé do it for me. The shift. I found Daniel sitting alone in the backyard one evening, staring at the lights strung up for the rehearsal dinner. When I told him what I saw, I expected anger, explosions, a man betrayed. Instead, he smiled, slow, sharp, a smile that didn't reach his eyes. "Thank you," he said simply. No yelling, no disbelief. He believed me instantly. That told me everything. He already knew what kind of woman he was marrying. He was just waiting for confirmation, and a stage big enough for the truth. The plan. We didn't plot together, not exactly. He didn't ask for proof. I didn't offer it. We were two wounded animals who understood timing. I stayed out of his way. I didn't warn her. I didn't warn him. I just watched. Watched her float through the week, convinced she was untouchable. Watched my ex-boyfriend avoid me like a coward. Watched Daniel become eerily calm, like a man counting down hours, not days. The night before the wedding, I slept harder than I had in months. Revenge is strangely restful when it's already in motion. The climax. At the altar, she glowed. Fake innocence curled around her like a veil. Daniel took her hands. He looked at her the way a surgeon looks at a tumor he's about to cut out. Then he turned to the guests, hundreds of people packed into the church holding their breath. "Before we begin," he said, voice steady, "I just want to check something." He paused. Let the silence swell, tighten, suffocate. "Anyone else want to kiss the bride before I leave?" Gasps cracked like glass. A few people actually stood, confused. My sister's smile collapsed, her face draining to chalk. And beside her, my ex-boyfriend flinched, barely, but enough to be seen. Daniel noticed. Everyone noticed. He dropped her hands like they burned him. "I'm done," he said softly. Then he walked out, shoulders straight, head high. The perfect exit. Aftermath. My sister tried to spin it, claimed misunderstanding, claimed stress, claimed anything except the truth. But the guests had seen everything. Reputation is fragile. She learned that in real time. As for me, I didn't stay to watch her meltdown. I walked out before she even turned my direction. I wasn't there for her downfall. I had already lived it. I was there for my closure. Final reflection. People think revenge is loud, explosive, chaotic. They're wrong. The best revenge is quiet, measured, executed with a steady hand and a calm heart. I didn't ruin her wedding. I simply revealed the truth. Then I let gravity do the rest.